Hello builders, welcome to the first time-lapse of our Aztec jungle build. Over on the stream, I spent about 2.5 days building this massive temple, which is about 9,000 pieces in total by the end. The temple serves as the central landmark for this area, and it also houses our shopping area, train station, and a little store called the Golden Llama. I did go through a few iterations, mostly just placing down all these pieces just to figure out the size we wanted to go with. In the end, I ended up not even using most of the pre-built pieces, and we built the entire temple out of individual blocks. As it was the first building for the area, it did take a little while to figure out the theme we wanted to go with, as this would set that groundwork for the rest of the area. But ultimately we went with a darker color gray mixed with the white temple blocks to create a nice definition. The great thing about building a square building in Planet Zoo is the ability to just build one corner of it and allows you to just copy and paste it to the other 4 corners and save on a lot of work. Of course, in the process of copying and pasting it, I had to redo it multiple times. We did a lot of false copies, just as a way to test it to see how things were working. The interior of the building, we went with grid pieces, as I knew I was going to add in shops to it, so this would just make adding them in the future a little bit easier. And copy paste to the rescue again, where we just copy one corner of it, bring it up, shrink it down, and copy it over again. And about here I realized I needed to start planning for the stairs for the temples, as Aztec temples usually have stairs going up on all 4 sides. The steepness of the stairs will also help determine how many layers we need to do going upwards, how far in each layer has to be from one another. Backpedaling a little bit, I decided to remove the corners and redo it just from the beginning here, and add in all the plants to make this temple look like it's really been reclaimed by the jungle. And right here, I wanted the upper layer to look a little bit different from the initial bottom layer, so we did decide to take a few blocks out and add this little pattern just behind these blocks. And now we're adding a little bit more detail to it to tell a little bit of a story. The temple is starting to crumble, its age is starting to show as the jungle slowly reclaims it. and build this prerogative, I wasn't quite happy with how the stairs were initially, so I came back and just retouched them up a little bit. That way they would blend in with each layer of the temple. And with all the layers almost done, we came in here and we started capping off the top of the temple. Being the incompetent zoo director that I am, I decided to go with solid gold up top and blow the entire zoo's budget on it. But hey, if we need to feed the animals, that's what the guests are for. That's why the railings are a little rickety. The train is planned to go throughout the entire park, so of course I need a train station in this area. And where better else to put it than inside the temple? This proved to be a little bit more of a headache than I originally thought. Not so much the placement of the train, but the pathing. Oh god, the pathing. I still have trouble sleeping at night thinking about it. And now has come the time to blow some holes in the wall so the train can get in. And thanks to old Larry Tesler, am I saying that right? The man who invented copy paste in the day, I only have to build this hole once and then copy paste it to the other side. And this is why I have nightmares about pathing in this game. Literal nightmares. I tell you, it's horrible. I go nights without sleeping sometimes. And now we need to put more holes on the walls, as guests need to be able to find a way in here somehow in order to do all that glorious shopping to get us money. I mean, how else are we going to pay for that solid gold roof to this temple? I knew I wanted to put a store in here somewhere, and I opted out to put it right underneath the train station, as it was a nice little space for guests to come in. I ended up calling it the Golden Llama, as it was fitting as we had a solid gold llama statue, which just fit the horrible money spending on gold for this park. And with the foundation set in, it came about to start decorating the inside of the store with all sort of llama themed goodies, and other stuff too, I suppose. Of course, we had to put a little partition around our golden llama. We couldn't have the peasantry just come in and get their dirty little hands all over it. Ugh, goodness no. Of course, any staff member working here has to wear the straw hat and skirt as mandatory wear for this job. And after the train station, Golden Llama, and the entrances were all complete, it came time to adding in some more stalls to make all that money. Usually, whenever I add in a little shopping district, I like to color each stall a little bit different just to match the branding colors of that store. I'm going to save you the headache of watching me fiddle around with the pathing. Rest assured, it took me a lot longer than you would expect, but in the end we got the pathing inside the temple to work. Right now we'll come outside and we'll do the first exhibit for this area. Now this is a dual habitat, which is featuring the armadillos and the sloth exhibits, which is built inside of it. Guests can walk in and see both animals just chilling out and having a good time. Originally, I wasn't going to have much of a sleeping area for the armadillos, but I decided to put a small one off to the side here so guests can just see the little guys taking a nap. I absolutely love waterfalls, so you know I gotta add a waterfall into this exhibit. Even if it is just a tiny waterfall for our tiny little armadillos. For smaller animals, I usually like to have an elevated area for them to come up to, so guests can get a nice look at them sleeping. And going for that whole ruined temple city vibe I want this area to look like, I start adding a few more little temple pieces everywhere, little bits of ruin, and just covering in foliage at the end. Of course, it wouldn't be a tropical area without just a ton of plants just covering the entire area. And with that, I want to say thank you guys for watching. We're almost done here. So if you want, join me over on Twitch. Feel free to subscribe here on YouTube. I will be posting more time lapses as I get them done. And I'll be building the zoo most nights, so feel free to stop in, say hello, and see where we're at. But with this all done for now, I'm going to leave you guys with one more flyby so you can see the end result. Have a good one, and happy building everyone!